Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video with Impact Wrestling. You join us for the third of four tapings on the road to Bound for Glory. Here is this week's Impact Wrestling on Axis TV. Let's jump straight into it. And because we like to abuse this segment, we go with it again. Ace Austin, Kurt Angle in the ring. What I'm actually hoping with this as well, as we constantly doing these, the overness of Kurt Angle rubs off on Ace Austin and he gets a bit more over as well. But it gives us an opportunity to basically utilise this as a chance to expand the unknowingness of who the opponent of Ace Austin is going to be. So we've got Ace Austin saying, well Kurt, come on, what's happening? Who's going to be my opponent at Bound for Glory? I'm a champion, I should need as much time as possible to prepare, and you're not giving me this opportunity. So I demand you tell me who my opponent's going to be, or I will not be competing at Bound for Glory. Kurt Angle says, right, that's fine. I'll make a match where we can determine your number one contender. It's a 71 rated segment because the next segment will confirm that matchup. So Kurt Angle confirms to the crowd and to Ace Austin that the number one contendership match for the Impact World Championship will take place at AAA, and it will be between Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. 55 rated segment. So it's probably obvious now, I had fully committed in my mind to Ace Austin versus Phoenix. So my only way around it was to just have draws and then pretend that AAA had Phoenix versus Pentagon, and obviously when this matchup happens between the two tapings, Phoenix will defeat Pentagon and we'll have Phoenix versus Ace Austin at Bound for Glory. So a long way to get there, but absolutely want to go Phoenix versus Austin. Should be a classic. First contest of the evening was in the X Division, and it was about that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. The Suicide defeated Caleb Conley in 7-14 by pinfall, a 39. Disappointingly, Caleb Conley was off his game. You may be wondering why we've got a lack of Ricky Starks, and it's pretty much because his loan deal only allows basically enough appearances to cover Bound for Glory, so we're going to give Suicide as much momentum as possible before that matchup goes down at the end of the month. We then had a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd as Jordan Grace defeated former nemesis Deonna Purrazzo in 9:56 with a fall from Grace. A very good 45 rated matchup, which could have been even better thanks to their great chemistry and the ratings, but unfortunately that broken collarbone for Deonna is going to take her out of action for a bit and is going to hamper the ratings. So disappointed there, and Jordan Grace finally gets the win over Deonna. Hopefully she won't be out for too long. We'll find out eventually. I still haven't removed Thea Trinidad away from Taya Valkyrie, but she just confirms it's going to be her and Jordan Grace. She just comments on what she's done to Deonna Purrazzo, just saying, look what you've done to her. Don't even think you're going to try and hurt me, because it's going to be me hurting you and retaining the X Division Championship, the Knockouts Championship. Vera La Loca, or whatever it is that her fashion brand is, she just tried to promote that. 45. We have a promo from Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood, FTR. 57 here, and it just says that they are the top dogs in not just AEW, not just in Impact Wrestling, but the world of tag team wrestling. And they're at the stage now, they're just like, here, what tag team is there left for us to beat? Impact, give us whoever the hell you damn want, and we'll still retain those tag team championship belts. This, of course, before we have some tag team action, and tonight's match was a good match between the Good Brothers and the Dark Order, and it was a win in 11:49 for the Good Brothers, with Machine Gun Carl Anderson pinning Stu Grayson with the Magic Killer. A 53 rated matchup here. I'd say pretty close in terms of performances there, both teams getting tag team specialist bonuses, but the Good Brothers carry some momentum going forward. Then another matchup between Matt Hardy and EC3, and it was a superb matchup. Matt picks up the win in 13:26 with a twist of fate, And this guy, the 59, mat off his game. So we're continuing that feud off with a solo matchup there. And after the matchup, we just have EC3 absolutely losing the head. So a 56, he's frustrated. Why can't he pick up the win over not just Jeff Hardy, but Matt Hardy? It's really getting to him. And he just needs something between him and Johnny Dango where they can get into the heads of the Hardys and pick up that win at Bound for Glory. We then had a match that had some good heat and decent wrestling, as we had Sami Callihan defeat Brian Myers in 11:45, and Brian Myers was disqualified when Chris Hero attacked Sami Callihan. So a 54 there, the alliance of the most professional wrestlers coming together here in these matches and putting a bit of a beat down on Sami Callihan in that 54 rated matchup. Chris Hero would then feature in the next matchup, which had superb wrestling and great heat. And Chris Hero defeated Chad Bates in 11:45 with an Emerald Elbow following interference from Brian Myers. So tag teams here working together to get the upper hand on two solo athletes. 58, two good performances, the match deserving better announcing. And from the frustrations of earlier on, Sami Callihan is back out, and it would still brawl between him and Chad Bates against the most professional wrestlers, Brian Myers and Chris Hero, in a 57 rated segment. And this led us to our main event, which was a good matchup, and Ace Austin picked up the win over Brian Pillman Jr. in 12:25 with a pinfall via the fold. 59 respectable, 43 for Brian Pillman, 67 for Ace Austin. Both men benefiting from the hot new moves. And it ends the show with Ace Austin just cutting a few words in a 78 promo. By far the best promo of the night. And he just says, Phoenix, Pentagon, whichever one of you losers takes up that victory at AAA, I'm going to beat you down, and I'm going to take not just your winning opportunity, I'm going to take your mask off and expose you for the frauds that you are. Show ends with 61, or best show in a wee while. Popularity increase in 34 regions, and of course the usual with production values, but a very solid show, as we're now just one taping away from Bound for Glory. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please join us next time for that go home show before our big finale.